Good morning. How about you?
Yeah, I'm nice. I'm fantastic. And how are you?
About 12.
Yes, yes. And ma'am, we are meeting first time also. We don't know properly each other. The first of all, please introduce yourself.
Okay. So, I'm great to introduce myself. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. I'm over the moon. So, about myself, if I tell Mazamin Moshi, actually, this is my mom's ID because I'm a child. So, I'm not allowed to make any ID, so I use my mom's ID. Actually, I started my English journey at class 3. Now I'm in class 6 about my qualification. From Bangladesh, and I usually study in a Bengali medium school. And for a Bengali medium student, it's very difficult. It's not actually difficult, it's so suffering to learn English. They suffer many problems. And about my hobby, if I tell, I love to read books. I'm a book lover. I love to travel, and I love also drawing. How about you?
Yes, it is great. It is great. And it is my turn. First of all, thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity to introduce myself in front of you. I am Santanu Das. I am from West Bengal. By profession, I am working person. I work in a hospital as an attendant. And if I talk about my education qualification, I have completed my graduation in mathematics subject. And if I talk about my hobbies, I always like playing cricket and football. Apart from also, I am running my one YouTube channel, which name is English with SD. That's all about me, ma'am.
Well, you are also a Bengali person, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
That's great. And how do you start your English journey? Not actually starting point that you sound like an advanced speaker. How do you start your English journey? The starting point that inspire you to learn English.
Yes, actually, I have started my English speaking journey about 1 year back. Yeah, and because when I was starting in my school life, when I was starting in class 8 standard and 9 standard, at that time my English was not good. Yeah, and that time also I could not write one sentence in English properly. And at that time I was always scared of the English subject. And right now also I am working person, and whenever I get free time, I always try to learn English. And first of all, also I have cleared the all grammatical rules. And after complete the grammatical rules, I start my English speaking journey. But I have been speaking English about 8 months. Yeah. And when I started my English speaking journey, that time also I follow four rules: LSRW: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Four things are very important for speaking English. I know. And whenever I get free time, I always watch the YouTube video in English. I know properly listening is the most important part for speaking English, because in our locality no one speaks English, and there is no good environment for speaking English. In my point of view, listening is the most important part. That's why also whenever I get free time, I always watch the YouTube video for my improving my listening skill. Yeah. And when I watch the YouTube video in English, that time also I watch with subtitle. And at that time also I do two works. Number one is listening, and number two is reading. Yeah. And another also follow when I chat with our friends, Facebook or WhatsApp, uh, with our friend, and I always write in English. Yeah, I some first time also I make some mistake in my writing. I know properly after making mistakes one day I will learn. Yeah, in this way also I practice. I am practicing my writing skill. And another also speaking. Speaking is the most important part for speaking English. And whenever I get free time, I always talk to another people, another person for my improving my English skill.
Wow, big hand for you because you just matched with my English journey that I used to watch with subtitles, and I don't have any target like you. I'm just a kid at that time in class 3, you know. And at that time, I don't know how to write English properly, plus, I don't know how to speak English properly at that time. My friends could speak English like, but I don't speak English very fluently. This stage is for a lot of difficulty, okay? So at that time, I tried to learn English, not actually learn English, I tried to speak only. After that, I used to listen to some English music, English cartoons, English podcasts. I'm a podcast lover, and actually different types of motivational podcasts, many, inspirational podcasts. I used to watch children podcasts. At that time, I used to get many speech and TED talks and many things. I love to watch them and usually listen to them. And at that time, I love to play games, not actually video games and mobile. I love to play offline games. And at that time, I recognized that I'm really learning English. I don't have any target. I don't have any goal. Just somehow I learn English. That's why. I also love to read books. Before I tell you, I'm a book lover, and actually, I love reading self-help books. So this also helped me to improve vocabulary, idioms, slangs, phrases, and more and more.
Yes. And ma'am, right now, so are you studying in class 8 standard?
Class 8. Currently in class 6. I started my English
Oh
journey
yes.
in 3.
Oh yes.
Class 3.
And ma'am, your accent is good as a like British accent, but how did you learn this accent?
No, I'm actually not good, but I'm trying. I'm still an English learner at the beginner level. Actually, this is not British accent. This is American accent. I also learned British accent because a British accent is a little bit old-fashioned and classy, and whether the American accent is so comfortable to me, and I think it's very modern fashion. So I choose to be always talk with the American, but if you tell, I could speak British English too. So, actually, about my accent, I listen very carefully. My listening power is good at that time as I'm a child. And, I love to watch English cartoons. And not that cartoons were entertaining. I also take this cartoon, a way of learning English. And, English is a skills to communicate with other people. It's international language, and that's at no end. Native speakers doesn't speak English well too, because we Bengali person doesn't know Bengali well. We don't know some words too. So as a second language, we take us to only communicate with people. We'll learn more. We'll learn more. And there is many
Yes.
level beginner, intermediate, advanced, but I'm still in beginner level. I have to grow my fluency, and your English is absolutely good because you start your English journey beginning part. It's so good, and I watch your YouTube videos. That's are so fantastic. You speak so confidently, so thank you for joining me. Thank you for having this conversation. Anyway, I'm talking about accent. So accent is good. Accent is great, but actually many people take it difficult as a difficult thing. But
Yes.
actually for me as a kid, I don't think about anything well. I just listen, and I suddenly recognize there is two parts: British accent, American accent. There are so many sounds in the accent in that world. Are people to British accent, American accent, Australian accent, Canadian accent, but I'm currently running only true accent. So at that time, I recognized there were two different. So I tried to speak in two different accents because in different angle, I tried to observe the English.
Yes. And ma'am, I would ask you another question. And what kind of channel do you follow for your improving your speaking skill?
Actually, actually, many YouTube channels are for American, many YouTube channels are from British, and actually, foreigners are making many English videos that I couldn't recognize, and YouTube give feedback. And if you watch a YouTube video like English, how to speak English, in your world, this video should be held again and again because should know that you're learning English and you watch only English videos. So in my world, I watch English videos, so I get English videos, but I couldn't specific the channel because I'm not remembering that at all because I follow many channels: British English, American English, English with Lucy you could follow, and many thing I have, but many of them are American English channels because I have only one British channel, and both of them are American and British. I have both of them, and they're so friendly tutor. Oh my God, they speak English so fluently as a native speaker, but they teach English also so fluently for other countries native speakers. Yeah.
And my next question is, your native language is Bengali. You are right now also you are studying in Bengali medium school, but you are also speaking very well. There is no doubt. But my question is, earlier did you join any coaching center? Did you join any institute for your speaking English?
No, I don't. Cause I don't take any course or class if I'm not needed. I don't need them. Cause internet is a great platform. And for me, as a sixth class, I'm in sixth class currently now. I'm still learning with the podcast, the YouTube, the internet. I don't join any coaching center, and I'm in only sixth class, but my listening power is good as a kid, you could say, but kids are doing many things as me. So I'm just starting from the point now, and you could say I don't join any coaching center. Not you could say there's. I don't allow I don't allow, not actually. I just don't need them. Coaching center classes, courses, English courses are held there everywhere, but I don't join them as well.
Yes, yes. Yeah, and
But I
always staying at your home and using your smartphone, you are learning English. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. And ma'am, who motivated you for speaking English?
Actually, not motivation. They guide me. My parents guided me because actually, when I play many games at that time, my mom or dad just play many English music, English songs for me, English cartoons, and that time I recognize I'm learning English. But their goal is to learn me English. That they go, I know that time I couldn't speak English or write English at that time. They're dreaming that I could speak English and learn English fluently. So they started to guide me. They started to motivate me at that time. I'm firing, and I start to jump on it, and I just going to that level.
And ma'am, how many members do you have in your family?
We have three members: me, my dad, my mom. We have a small family. Yeah.
Yes. And what is your goal? What is your goal?
Actually, many people have a big goal, but currently my goal is to learn English very properly and fluently. And I have also a life goal because a goal could be fulfilled. If a people tell already a goal, that could be not fulfilled because I know what goal is the power to make you the position. And if you stand in the goal and say I'm this, and actually this goal be powered with yourself. And actually, I have a goal which is learning English properly, you can say, but I also have a life goal, a big goal. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And I have a lot of friends in your country in Bangladesh. They are belong to Sylhet, Khulna, Kumilla, Dhaka. But where are you from in Bangladesh?
I'm from Narayanganj, but my home district is
Narayanganj.
Dinajpur. My home district is Dinajpur, but I'm currently living in Narayanganj.
Yes. And ma'am, do you know how many division do you have in your country?
Yeah, 8 divisions.
8 division. Eight. And how many districts do you have in your country?
64 districts.
64 districts. Yes, yes. And I know in your country, and there is a beach which is very famous. Do you know?
Beach,
Beach?
San Martin or Cox's Bazaar.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes. And you have told before you also always like traveling, and how many states did you visit for traveling purpose?
Actually, I love traveling to many places, cities. I visit Ramsagar, I visit Shipnapuri in my village country there in my district. But I wouldn't visit. I also visit Shanargaon and many things, but I couldn't recognize that. So not actually state to state. I just visit wherever my parents go. I just visit them, and I have a YouTube channel I made for it, and I'm so happy to have a YouTube channel and share my ideas with them to speak English. Actually, YouTube is a learning platform where you can give and learn anything you want. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Have you visited in West Bengal?
No, I'm trying.
Yes, yes, yes. And what do you do in your spare time?
In my leisure time, actually, you tell free time, I actually started to uh, and my written English is not actually good, so I started journaling, and I also started to write many stories. As a kid, I loved to write short stories. In my leisure time, I also like to read books, actually, and I also love crafting. I know, my crafting is also good, but actually, for me, as a kid, I love to read storybooks a lot, and as a kid, I love to crafting also. Because being a kid, I love to give imagination of these types of things, and I also love a bit of traveling, painting, and drawing. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And do you read English newspaper? Do you read English
No,
newspaper?
actually, I read many news. Yes, actually, I read newspapers not offline. I read it online, like the Daily Star and many things. I use my mother gave me all the source of that from online newspaper, but very comfortable. And I have those books, English storybooks, but I don't have many newspapers. But I have them on online newspaper. You can tell.
Yes, yes. And you belong to Bangladesh, and you are also studying in Bengali medium school. And do you have any friend who is willing to learn English in your locality? Do you have any partner?
I don't have any partner. Sometimes I find for a partner, and actually in Skype I find for many YouTuber, many partner to speak English. But in my area, they're interested, but they feel shy to speak English with me, or they couldn't speak English fluently.
And when did you join in this application?
About few days ago,
3 days ago.
yeah,
And how many sessions do you take?
about 3 or 4.
Yes, yes, 3 and 4. Yes. And earlier for speaking purpose, did you use another application audio call purpose?
No, I use another application, not actually application. This is a web. Actually, this is a website, but not. I don't use any application instead of Skype, but I use a web application, not actually application. The web search website. Okay,
Yes, yes.
to practice
And
English.
yes, yes. And remember that right now, so the rainy season is going on, and in your state, how is the weather?
No, actually, man, you should do that. I want to wed in the rainy season, but my parents did not give me because the rainy season, many unhealthy issues are going on. And actually, I love rainy season too. But my favorite season is spring season because I love flowers, I love fruits so much, as well as summer season. But rainy season looks good. I want to capture it my painting, but I'm a beginner painter, a little painter. That's why I cannot capture the rainy season. I also like rainy season, but here the raining is not actually good in rainy season in Bangladesh. But today, in this rainy season, we don't have many rains, so they are traveling to one more place. They won't have any issues. But yesterday, I see a raining. Okay, a rain.
Yes, yes. And and also your parents also motivated you for speaking English. And what does your father do?
My father in my childhood, he also inspired me at that my childhood. He always read storybooks. Actually, my father is also an English teacher at home. That
Oh yes,
actually is English teacher at home only. So he started to read many English books in front of me, and at that time, the funny part is, I rushed all of the books, but at that time, he couldn't notice that I'll learn English in the future. So he started to speak English in front of me, and wherever I go, he started to speak English, and he tried to speak English with me that my daughter will be so fluent in English, so they both are dreaming of me.
yes, yes, yes. Actually, you also practice with your father. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. Yes, it was nice conversation with you. Also, you are also good speaker. Your accent is very good. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate your English too. Thank you for having this conversation. I'm so glad because you're a YouTuber, and at that time I feel so crazy. I'm so over the moon. I'm one bananas. At that time, I recognize I'm so excited to talk with you, and your English is so good. Keep doing the work, and I'm a child. I'm just trying to English, so please pray for me that I can go longer this English future. Okay?
Yes, yes. All right. Nice to meet you. Take care. Bye bye. Have a good day.
Bye bye. Have a good day.